Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Cheng Kung. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dupten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the ceremony, the greatly loving and compassionate Avalokitesvara Bodhisattvas and her myriad emanations. Homage to the main deity of the Dharma transmission, the seven-eyed Buddha Mother, White Tara. Sumo, Tanchen Kacho, Tutan Siddhi, Tutan Karma. All Dharma masters, Dharma lecturers, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma tutors, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do?
你好，大家好。先早，感恩。愛してる。Sarange. Hola amigo. Que quiero mucho. Skoyin. 一番。気持ちいい。住民。やび。プリンプリン。こんにちは。我们今天
Today, in the Dharma transmission, most importantly is to transmit White Tara's secret Dharma to attain divine seeing.
来参加的都有这个福吧。
And everybody in attendance should have this talisman of full right. Every one of you, right? It will be distributed later. Everyone has one. And this talisman, we can say,
是，其实在印度天图
in India,
这个在阿育吠陀里面
in the Ayurveda,
有一颗是专门属于符咒。
It was mentioned, there was a section that mentioned about talisman and mantra. There are two important things. One is prayers, the other one is meditation.
我们行者最重要的，在祈祷
And for us,
非常重要的，也可以
prayers is extremely important. And we can also say that's merit dedication.
常常跟本尊祈祷。
When we often to pray to the
每一天都
Yidam
这样子。
or to the deity
有一个女弟子啊，她写一封信，
every day.
她说早上
So there was a female disciple that wrote a letter to me that I was thinking of you in the morning,
继续的想你，
and at noon I continue to think of you,
超级的想你。
and at night I especially think of you.
啊，这是错误。
And you think that's a mistake, but actually
上师本尊你都是要这样
the Root Guru and Yidam, you should do that to the Root Guru and Yidam.
时时刻刻
that at every moment and every instant you visualize the yidam seated on your crowns, your yidam to be seated on your crown, and to pray to them.
我是这样子做的。
That's what I do.
每天我都跟我的本尊祈祷，
Every day I pray to my yidam.
时时意念自己的本尊。
At any moment I'm mindful of my own yidam.
没有停止过。
Non-stop. Our own root
祈请
guru,
的时候，
when you supplicate,
说法之前，
before giving Dharma teaching or whatever I do,
自己
I will definitely have our own gurus seated on top of our heads or crowns.
那么这一道符呢，
So this talisman
在天图的时候，阿育吠陀，
in India,
什么是阿育？
then the Ayurveda,
生命，什么
and
是吠陀？
that's Ayur meaning life and Veda meaning
生命的
study.
学问，
So the studies on life.
在印度它有古老的文化，
In India, there was an ancient culture and civilization. Do you pronounce it as Veda?
在阿育吠陀里面就有符，
In the Ayurveda, they also have talisman,
文字
and it's the same in China.
你们
This
上都有，
this is the secret
上面
scripts.
三横，
You all have them. 3 horizontal lines on the top,
就是前3年，
which means the former 3,
坤6段，
the 前
2个
3 young lines of Qian, and then 3 broken lines
就是
of
天
Kun. And these are the signs of the Ba Gua, the 8 trigrams, meaning heaven and earth.
天地
And
的
then that's the eyes, character for eye, which means the eye of the heaven and earth. And then
这里一个见，看见的见，
that's seeing, the character seeing.
形，
And then
所
form,
有的无形你都看见，
that you would be able to see all sorts of formless,
来
the intangibles.
就是七星，
And that's the 7 stars.
七星，
6 stars, 7 stars.
6星，北斗，
The 6 stars of the north and the 7 stars, the 6 stars in the south and 7 stars in the north. With the Big Dipper.
符，这个都是加持过的，
These are the
受过灌顶以
the
后，
fu or talisman, the signs,
对，
and they have been blessed.
把
And
它这个符
after
吃掉
after you burned it, you pour water, and then you take it, you eat it, you drink it.
快速的你就有天地眼，
Then swiftly you would be able to have the eye of the heaven and earth, and that is celestial eye or divine seeing.
平时你修行很好的，这一下子你就
So if your spiritual cultivation is good, then you would open your third eye very swiftly, very quickly.
尊有。
So only Grandmaster has this talisman.
我的符都盖了章的，
And
你们
my
拿到的符是
talismans
盖了章的吧？
have the seal,
是我保证的。
so only the ones with seals are guaranteed. And if there are no seals on it, then you just draw them yourself, then there hasn't have enough power.
这个有盖章的，
This is the one with the
符
seal,
有验在这
and it would be very responsive and
加持的
effective.
力量。
Most importantly is the power of the
那
blessings.
活菩萨来，
You invite the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas to come, and you invoke White
还
Tara,
有7个眼
and
睛，
she has 7 eyes.
7个白水晶球，
That's why we have 7
7眼，
white or clear crystal balls to represent her 7 eyes.
她2手上有眼，
2 eyes on her
眉心
palms,
有一个眼睛，
1 eye on the brow
这
point,
里有2个眼睛，
and 2 eyes
脚
here
底有2
on the face, and 2 eyes at the sole of the feet.
7眼佛母，
So she's 7-eyed Buddha
白
Mother,
度，
and that's
还有
White
观
Tara.
世音菩萨，
And she's Avalokitesvara Bodhisattvas,
悲泪手化现，
transformation
观
of
世音菩萨
the
也是
transformation of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva's tears. So also a part of the 21 Taras.
地所有的福，地
So also emanation of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. So all the talismans
加持
need
过
to be blessed by White Tara first in order to be effective. So
现在我们讲
you invoke White
请
Tara.
来白度母，
So now we're talking about White Tara.
"这白度母就在身上，
Now White Tara is in my body.
那么这些符摆起来呢，
And then you
要用
place
力量
all
加
the talismans, and then we use power to bless them. 这样加持才会有效的。 In order for them to be effective.
它本身就会有产生力量。
So if White Tara blesses the talisman, then it would generate power. And all the talismans have been blessed. So please don't raise your talisman.
还好，
No.
加持过了，它有它的力量在里面。
So once it's been blessed, it would have power. The power of White Tara.
这个就是符的作用，
So that's the function of the talisman.
这是很重要的一点。
A very important
第二
point.
个，
Second,
你必须要修气法。
you need to practice the qi, or the subtle vital
像师尊
energy.
啊我从
Like Grandmaster,
帮我开
ever since Golden Mother helped me open my third eye or celestial eye,
我这个气全身都是通的，
the qi inside my body are flowing smoothly.
每天呢
Every day
气法
when I
不要
practice
让
the
它
qi
有阻塞，
so that it's not blocked.
气如果阻塞，
If the qi has blockages
阻塞
or
闭枯
or
萎
close or wilted are not allowed, are no good.
我们主要的气呀、必须要
Our most
集
important
中在眉心
气
点的地方，
should focus or gather at the brow point, the third eye area. That's the practice of the
有
qi.
动的修持，
That's the practice of stillness, and there's also practice of movement.
开天眼，在
Some people think to open the celestial
在
eye
眉心之上一点点，这
That-
个眉心轮的地方啊，
at the brow point or brow chakra,
用尖的东西把它敲一个洞
and then they use something pointed to make a hole there
啊，这个是
in
稍微
Tibet.
过分那一点。
And that's really overdoing
读了那本书，
it.
写
I've read
到
the
最后
book.
好像
And the author,
他自己把自己的这里
they did
用刀
this part
手术一样的，
use knife like having
不像我们修行
an operation to cut an eye.
无形的眼，
But through our spiritual cultivation, we form a formless eye.
那个顶是
When you open your aperture or apex, there is a hole there.
我们有所谓的开顶破瓦法，
Sometimes in the practice of Powa, opening the apex,
我修气以后，自己就这里就
after I practice Qi,
合闭起来的地方，
the close off area there would naturally open and there would be hole.
我会给大家
There
看
would be a hole and I have shown it to everyone. There is a hole there, very
不
obvious.
然就是有一个裂痕。
Otherwise, there's a
眉
crack.
心呢，你只要把你的气
And the brow point,
印上来，
if you gather and transport the qi from all over the body there,
印到这个眉心这个地方，
to move it to the brow point area,
就这个把天眼打开，
that would open the celestial eye.
该看的你就去看，
And you can see what you should
不要
see.
看
And you should not see what you should not see.
还有人就问师尊啊，
And someone asked Grand Master,
这个如果我开了天眼以后啊，
if after opening my third eye I see ghosts, what should I do then? What are
我
the
们经常这样
ghosts?
子讲
We often say
啊，在台湾呢有一句话，
in Taiwan,
年轻
there's a
人到
statement,
台北去谋生意，叫做北漂。
this is a pun, Chinese pun.
到了
The young people going to Taipei
高雄做生意，
for making a living, it's called the
那么
North
阿拉伯去做生意
Drifters
就是阿飘。
or the South Drifters or this is
那
only
阿
a
飘
Chinese
怎么
pun.
办呢？
So what would you do if you see ghost?
你本身已经有修护法没有？
Have you practiced the protector?
你还怕阿飘？
As a tantrika, why are you afraid of ghosts? You shouldn't be.
你会结界吗？
Do you know how to do protection on yourself? Do you practice the protectors, Dharma? Then that will be fine if you do
没
that.
什么好怕的。
There's nothing to be afraid of.
你不愿意看，
If you don't like to see
就
them,
没有了。
then you just close off your celestial eye.
像师母昨天晚上
Like Simu last
车
night,
在师母
as I was driving
到
and
家门口，
Simu riding with me
师
going
母就
home,
跟我讲，
at the front gate, Simu told me
这门口站着3个
at the front
古装
gate there
有你，
stood 3 men and women dressed in ancient
昨
clothes.
天晚上，
So Simu saw them last night.
有一次
One
我们
time,
2个一起看到，
both of us saw at the front door a package
牛皮纸的包裹
in the cardboard box,
啊，师母
all
开
taped
车
up.
从车门口
And as we were driving, she opened the car door, was going to take it. And then I took a look again, and the package was gone.
下去，
And I told
包裹
her,
不见，
don't get off the car, it's gone. And Simu also took a look, and the package was gone.
看见
So at first we both saw
看到那个包裹消失
the，package, and then we both saw the package disappeared.
你有发生过这种事情吗？
Did you ever experience such a
没
thing?
有这种事情发生。 是真的耶。
That's really
家里有
that's
包裹
really true.
邮差哪来的包裹？牛皮纸
It's
包裹，那么一
obvious that there was a package right there,
看到了。等师母要
and
下
a
去
big
拿
one.
包裹的时候，
And when Simu was about to get off the car to pick up the
在无形
package,
当中它消失掉，
and
没有啊。
intangibly
包裹
it just disappeared. There was no more
如果
package
一
to
个
be
人看
found.
到了，也许他演了
If only one of us saw it,
看到的，
then maybe they saw it incorrectly, but both of us saw
一
it.
定是无形寄给我们。
So that must be a package from the intangible beings. Even the package too was intangible.
很多奇怪的事情，
There were many strange things.
这个天地眼
This heaven and earth eye,
无形，
seeing all the
南
intangibles,
斗北斗，
the north and south stars,
南斗北斗，
big and little dippers,
南斗六星，北斗七星啊。
the southern stars, 6 stars, and the northern 7 stars.
这个符是有力量的，但是你修气方面有没有力量？
So the talisman has power, but how about your qi practice? Does it have power?
你修气的力
And do
量，
you have power in your inner practices?
三眼
You use the power of your qi practice to open your own third eye.
有天耳通，
Grandmaster has divine hearing.
地种
And what kind of power is that?
打开天耳
Close.
通，
Open the divine hearing.
注意看我的耳朵，
Pay attention to my ears.
有没有看到它在动？
Did you see my ears move?
那就是气在耳朵，
That means the qi is in the ears. The qi is the one that moves. So if the qi is in the hand moves.
啊，气在脚上就是脚动，
And when the qi is in the feet, then the feet would
气在
move.
脚上啊，气在脚上，
There's the qi in the feet.
乱踩的，
I did not tap
大家也会啊，
voluntarily.
自动的，
It was involuntary.
气在两肩，
And of the qi on the shoulders.
"我甚至于气在牙齿，
Or on the teeth. The
一到
qi.
牙齿上，
When I move the qi to the teeth,
牙齿它自己会扣，
then the teeth would tap by themselves.
气走到哪里，你心
Wherever the
哪里
qi
就在哪里
goes and wherever your mind directs it, then qi will be there,
表示你全身的气都是活的。
which means the qi all over your body is alive. That this is called the movement
你
of
看的
qi.
那个启灵学，
You can read the book number 22, the studies on
帮我
awakening the spiritual energy. Golden Mother told me in the beginning
就开始气
to join your palms, and then it would move, starting to move,
开天眼。
and then open the celestial
谁教
eye.
我的？
Who taught me?
瑶池金母教我的。
Golden Mother taught me.
所以瑶池金母是我的第一个本尊。
So Golden Mother is my first yidam.
其实，在印度的这个瑜伽，
Actually, the yoga in India, there is still yoga and then
动态的
move yoga
就是我们
movements
教里面常常讲
in
金
yoga.
刚拳。
So movements in yoga is what we often say Vajraphis
动态
exercise.
的瑜伽
And the stillness in yoga,
基础就是壁如七之坐，
the most basic is the 7 postures of Vairocana. You have to sit upright. The spine has to be straight and slightly tuck in your chin, open your chest,
中脉挺直。
and straighten your central channel.
那是静态的瑜伽，
That's the
最重要的
stillness in yoga.
只有一个
The most important goal of yoga is
入三昧，
one, which is to enter samadhi.
这是最重要的。
That's the most important
所以你能够把你的气
goal.
运到
So if you can transport your chi to the celestial eye area, and then you take in this talisman,
就顿开天眼，
then you would immediately open your celestial eye.
像这个七眼活母白度母亲，
And then you pray to the 7-eyed Buddha Mother, White Tara.
像我的白度母的咒，
The White Tara mantra.
纯利度母，
Actually, White Tara, Green Tara, and all the 21 Taras start the same.
达拉嘟达拉嘟啦，梭哈，那个是属于利度母的咒，
That's Green Tara's
度母的
mantra,
总咒。
the general mantra of Green Tara.
嘟达拉嘟啦梭哈，这是属于利度母的咒。
That belongs to the Green Tara's mantra.
达嘞，嘟达嘞，嘟嘞梭哈，嗡达嘞，嘟达嘞，嘟嘞梭哈，它是属于利度母的咒。
That's Green Tara's mantra. And then you add
嗡达嘞，嘟达嘞，嘟嘞咕噜呀梭哈，这是白度母的咒。
then this is White Tara mantra.
当然，白度母的咒
Om Tare Tutare Ture Kuruya Soha.
嗡咕噜呀梭哈。
The shortest White Tara
我们这
mantra.
个咒音啊，是在
Om Guruya
很重要。
Soha.
那个临上之
Mantra chanting is very
上
important.
是在
The sound of the thunderstorm
啊，人就在那边，
is headed by Master Lien Jiu.
在排班里面啊，
You're over there, you're not part of the assembly.
他有2个咒音做得很好，
He did 2 very nice mantra
像那
chanting.
个弥勒菩萨的咒音，他做的
Of Maitreya Bodhisattva. That was
那个咒
excellent.
音呢，
And the other one,
他也制作白度母的咒，
the White Tara
也做得很好，
mantra,
值得赞扬。
is also very nice. And there's one more.
大方法王金刚不是他做的，
Mahotara Heruka was not composed by him.
法王大法
不是圆月上师，红财神，不是红财神，
不是红财神，
Rajambala, no.
对，那个我是想不起来。
I forgot.
圣观音还没听到，所以是新的是。
莲华生大师是这样子，
Guru Padmasambhavas.
嗡阿吽巴扎咕噜巴玛西蒂吽塞，嗡阿吽巴扎咕噜巴玛西蒂吽塞，嗡阿吽巴扎咕噜巴玛西蒂吽塞，嗡阿吽巴扎咕噜巴玛西蒂吽塞。哦，我们是知道这个咒。
That's Guru Padmasambhavas. We know this mantra.
那个是莲叶上师请人做，
And Mahotara's Heruka was outsourced to outside company by Master Lien
莲叶
Yue.
上师请人。
And also the rainbow body transformation, Guru Padmasambhava's mantra was also done
那
outsourced.
个米吹雅的咒，
And Master Lien Jiu,
弥勒菩萨
Maitreya Bodhisattva's mantra
有
was
一个咒呢，
worth praising. And then the other one,
你们讲得出来吗？
Can you say it?
白度母是现在才做的，当然是可以。
White Tara is for today. Of course, that's fine too.
红财神是它的配音可以，但红
And
财神的
Yellow Jambala's music is fine, but not the mantra itself. 哦，那个
居然讲不出来。
那个什么金母。
我那天不是在彩虹雷藏寺讲过了吗？
I just said it at the temple, Limbu Temple.
我老人家会忘掉，你们怎么可以忘掉？
As an old person, I forget. But how come you are not? Who are dining together? 那个什么？
弥勒菩萨那天师尊在吃饭的时候是赞扬
No.
是做那个白度母跟弥勒菩萨的。
哦，白度母。
对。
那白度母，你放白度母的，现在咒音看看。
So let's play the White Tara's mantra again. This true mantra recitation is very good. Because then they sounds very nice.
那个咒音啊，听起来啊，非常的有一种愉悦啊。
Then you feel happy listening to that mantra chanting.
啊，我看到那个
It's okay.
法弘大法。 Om Sen Om Ahom Pachakuru Samma Siddhi Om Sen Om Ahom Pachakuru Samma Siddhi Om Sen Om Ahom Pachakuru Samma Siddhi Om Sen。我告诉你，那天在过关万年的时候
You know, let me tell you, when
同门的脚步就是踩着那个牌子。
by all the disciples passing by the empowerment banner would follow the rhythm and as if they're dancing, passing through the empowerment banner, which means they have received the mantra recitation, so it feels good listening to it. So when we pass by the empowerment banner, their steps are very light, as if they're floating. And they follow the rhythm, passing through the empowerment banners. So good mantra chanting will make your heart mind be in union with the mantras.
我曾经唱过那个利度母的那个咒，你们这里谁会唱的？
I have sung the Green Tara chanting. Anybody can sing it here.
唱得好的，唱得不好的不要出来。
Only the one who can
律动，你唱一个。
chant it nicely.
他唱得很好。
Reverend Lian Qi from Indonesia.
印尼的这个唱得很好。
好，
She sings it really well.
Om tare tu re soha. Om tare tu re soha. Om tare tu re soha. Om tare tu re soha.
好的。我们
Okay.
那个在家的有人会唱吗？
Any stay-home practitioners? Anybody can sing the Green Tara mantra?
麦克风给的。
哦，对，很勇敢。
Oh, very brave.
师尊，弟子请求师尊大加持。
Oh, it's the Grandmaster.
Om Dale Du Le Soha. Om Dale Du Le Soha. Om Dale Du Le Soha. Om Dale谢谢师尊，谢谢各位。
Thank you, Grandmaster. You're very courageous.
所以有制作咒音啊，
That's why composing mantra chanting is a very difficult thing, really.
制作咒音不是很容易的事。
It's very difficult to compose the mantra chanting.
韵还有
The melody and the feel
要传达的，
has to be able to express
能够跟你的心啊，
so that
心啊
it can
而不是一味的。
can combine with the minds of the sentient beings.
连真是地
Not just one taste like this.
地后，哇，这个像敲木鱼一样，
Then there would be like just knocking on the wooden fish,
疯掉，
that instrument, the chanting instrument. Then I felt
一定要有它的
it made me mad, it made me crazy. So it has to generate some Dharma tastes. It's very important, it's hard to describe, but the feel is different.
所以这咒音的制作不是很容易。
So the composition of the mantra chanting is very difficult. Master Lian Chu works very hard, improving and improving and improving, and now it's wonderful. It's worth praising.
有些人是这样子的，跟你
Some
讲
people,
他不一定要听你的，我就是要用我的。
when they are told, they will not listen to you. They just want to do what they want.
那个味道如果没有出来，
But if the feel is not there,
研究上师啊，
but Master Lian Chu,
那个味道已经抓到了，
now he's got it. He's got the feel.
值得赞扬。
So he's worthy of praise,
他也不怕我
and he's not afraid of my criticism.
评他，
He's not afraid that in the past I criticized him. But those with no spiritual
上
commitment
师也不做了，
would just turn around and leave
去做生意，
And I wouldn't want to be a master even. I might as well just do business and make money and have several wives.
你奈我何，对不对？
What can you do about it?
人家不会，
But not him.
他很虚心，
He's very humble
他现在做得很好。
and modest. And so Grandmaster now say, you've done really well. So we should encourage him.
这个咒啊，
So the mantra
心呐
is the heart of the yidam, of the deity.
碰到阿飘，
When you see ghost,
你把金刚咒念了，
then you just chant the Vajra
金刚
mantra
指，
and use the Vajra finger pointing at him
用指示印，
and use the finger pointing mudra.
除非你功力不够，
Then they would disappear unless you have no power or you don't have enough power.
他也不
If after chanting mantra and then forming the Vajra mudra and the ghost still there, then you should ask for help.
好，谢谢龙九先生。
Thank you, Master Renju.
所以要开天眼啊，真的
So to open our celestial eye, frankly speaking,
开天眼，气
to open the celestial eye, you need the qi. You need to practice the qi of breathing, and whether you gain spiritual union with your yidam, you need to gain yogic union with White
这
Tara.
个299册，师尊的299册，
Grandmaster's Book 299,
母的修持法，
there is a practice procedure of White Tara.
现在不讲。
I will not talk about it now,
册里面就有把那个白度母的
but
修
in
持
Book 299, there is a White Tara
按照修持法
practice procedure.
相应，
Sadhana, and you follow it until you gain spiritual union.
再加
And
上
White Tara will give you blessings.
加上你
In addition, this talisman, and you have fruition in your qi practice.
这3个
Then
合一
definitely you will open the celestial eye with the combination of these three: the qi, the White Tara,
跟这道符
and the talisman.
3个合一下去，
So the union of these three will immediately open your celestial
你
eye.
能不能应用气在你的手指上？
Can you
气在你的手指上，
utilize your qi on your hand
那你手指
and to
就
invoke your yidam?
就会自动的。
Then your fingers would move by themselves.
这七子时算就是这样子神算的、啊。
So this is divination using fingers. They move by themselves.
你问他什么，他会答的。
Divination using fingers like this, and they would answer, and their marks and signs.
啊，现在卢师尊所讲的对不对呀、啊？
So what Grandmaster said, is it right?
他讲100%对啊。
And they say it's 100% right or correct.
气
So the qi,
本尊相应，
yogic union with
加
yidam,
上这一道符，
and this talisman.
如果你现在啊拿回去一吃下去，你顿开天眼，
If you take it home
自
and
己身上已
take
经有
it
气
and you immediately open your celestial eye, that shows that you have qi in your body, and you would have some spiritual responses.
应的很多
Among the disciples, there are many who have
都相应的，
spiritual responses.
相应的很多，随便一挤就有。
There's many. Anyone, almost. Anyone we point to.
我们这里有一个弟子，
We have a disciple
今
here,
天也在的，
and today's here too.
莲华生大士，金
And
刚萨埵，
they saw Guru Padmasambhava, Vajrasattva, and Padma Kumara in union.
用光
the
照
three
下，
in union and use light to radiate on them
改变了他的本身的人生。
and then change their whole life, their life. Padma Kumara, Vajrasattva, and Guru Padmasambhava, the union of these three.
那个弟子坐在哪里啊？他
So
坐在这里，
where is that disciple? Definitely not inside here,
也不是出家人，
because not an ordained sangha,
贵宾
not a VIP,
都不是，
none of those,
也不是大富豪，
and also not a wealthy person.
他不知道在哪里。那个弟子
I don't know where that disciple is
看到里
now.
面发生大事，金刚萨埵跟
So Guru Padmasambhava,
用光照，
Vajrasattva, and Padma Kumara in union, and then radiate light upon them, and to change their
那个弟子有勇
heart,
气
mind,
跑到
and
这里来
life.
吗？
So would that disciple have the courage to come up here?
是很有感，很多人有很有感应。
There are many people who have some spiritual responses.
我们来了，有几个空行母在这里，
And there are several Dakinis here.
他们都是有感应的。
They have come. They all have
另
some
外还有连
responses.
雄上师
And Master Lian Xiong.
啊，你感应到什么？拿给他，
So what
麦克风拿给他。
what spiritual experience you had? Just give him a microphone.
顶礼师尊，
Homage to Grand
我
Master.
想啊，
How should I say it?
常常就在
I felt
我
that
们很远，
Grand Master's,
常常在我们旁边，
although we are far, but Grand Master is always alongside us.
很早
Earliest time,
几年，我是
in the
年
1980s, I took refuge 1985.
3年之后就看见
About 2 to 3 years afterward, I saw Grand Master came
把那个手
and
着我的头，
he placed his hand to my head and then to force, to put in a qi into the dantian, and
我
dantian
就请他
keep moving,
用差不多1分
throbbing.
我1分钟左右，
About 5 minutes.
师尊就把那个气灌进来，
So he poured the qi into my body.
之后就
And from then on, in my Dharma practices, I
星光
have many spiritual experiences, like seeing the starlights, fire, sun inside my body.
有个烟，
And then to generate the smoke, first the smoke,
火
and then the fire,
光。
and then light.
然后呢，最初其实这不是这样，其实是心
Actually,
就是
inside the body,
有一个好像
there is
这样
like a lightning.
闪电禅定的时候，它在身
In meditation,
每一次那个闪电都不同地方
that lightning would appear at different places, different parts of the body.
闪光灯一样在里面闪，不是
It's just like a flash, but inside, not outside. And just keep flashing, flashing
闪到最后
continually
闪了。
until eventually
那个
stopped.
时候我还是一个同门，还
I was just a regular disciple, and I asked the master in Hong Kong, but he didn't give me an answer.
就是那个
Now, eventually, I knew.
通那个脉，那个脉
So the qi opens the channels, which normally are blocked.
过的时候，它就
So when it opens, when the qi moves, it would create a sparks and flashes.
开启那个身
And after a while,
那个齿轮上面好像一个烟幕一样升起，
and then the smoke in the navel chakra, it's like a mist rising, and then I saw fire,
那个太阳。
and then there's the sun, and saw sun,
很多时候都看见师
like
尊
that.
这个，
And then many times I saw Grandmaster. Whatever I prayed,
觉师尊就在我旁。
I would feel that Grandmaster is next to me,
移民到多伦多
as if
也是一样。
after I
之前
moved to Toronto,
也
When I saw the immigration officer, I saw Grandmaster Kim
抚摸我的
and
面，
place it on my head and then caress my face.
哦，这个面试没问题了。
So I knew that the interview will go fine because face in Chinese sounded like interview. And the immigration officer was very pleased to see me. And have
在这个经营雷藏寺的时候啊，
it worked.
他
When he built the Jingyin Temple in Toronto, he encountered many difficulties, and every time he prayed to Grandmaster, everything was resolved.
其实这个我也不懂。
I did not understand this,
布
but
登达尔奇
Master Thubten
的
Dorji,
时候，
when he was sick,
那个时候我就上去看过他，
I went to
他
visit
就
him,
讲
and then he told
他
me
需要一个房子
he needed a house
来调养那个身体，
to heal, to take care of
环境啊、冷气啊什么。
his health because his environment was not good, his condition, the aircon and everything was not were not
师尊
good.
他当年谁讲？师尊
So he said
他就跟我讲这个故事啊。
Grandmaster's
西
name
雅图跑到那个自己那个
and told me the story.
佛国外面，
Went to Seattle,
就跟师尊讲，
the Jingyin Buddha verse.
我现在要一个房子来调养。
You have transcendent power. Now I want a house
那个房子
to heal my illness. Please,
供养那一个房子，
please resolve this problem. And sure enough, 3 days later, someone made an offering of a house to him.
对着台湾，对着西
So wherever Grandmaster is, if Grandmaster in Seattle, we just face to Seattle and pray. This is very useful.
方面讲，
And Grandmaster also gave me lots of things which
在里面给了，就把很
during the Dharma practices,
多东西这个就不方便，
which I don't want to say here.
师赐给我的
So
一些东西啊。
in the Dharma practice, Grandmaster also gave me some things. I have to say this.
师公讲，
And
很久以前
Master Thubten Dorji said,
上去
a long time ago at the Singpha chapter,
在旁边，
I went there. There were many other disciples there.
就来跟我讲，
And then he told
我的
me,
弟子
my
讲
disciples
你师父
said your guru
上
wrote in his book,
逾越，口吐逾越啊，那个他的弟子就违反师尊，放屁吹牛，我们师尊吹牛皮，
and then the disciples said Grandmaster is
逾越怎么头
is
来有
boasting.
师公就当着骂他，当着我的面骂他的弟子。
And then Master Thubten Dorji scolded his disciples
这个
in front of me.
这个
So that's good
不
enough
是可能啊！
for Mahabrahma, and especially a Buddha who has attainment.
那个
They did not know any better. Thubten Kama,
福登他嘛，他本身呐
he
很多的事情，
he's helped Grandmaster do many things. He's in Nepal,
大家公认他是一个仁波切，
and he was recognized by everyone there as a Rinpoche.
本来是新加坡的嘛，
And he's a Singaporean. You were in Singapore, right?
他在
And then in Nepal, he's helped Grandmaster do many things.
沙迦正宫上师的庙，
Master Sakya Tsongkhong's temple,
很多的尼泊尔
he's also make donation there, and many other
都做了不少，
Lama temples there
他是
has received his donations.
25个大弟子当中，其中的
So he's one of the Guru Padmasambhava's 25 primary disciples. Thubten Kama.
现在帮师尊在做事情。
So he's now helping Grandmaster do some work.
那释迦真空上师啊，
Like Master Sakya Tsongkhong's temple. Where?
回师尊在加德满都
Kathmandu.
旁边，
Kathmandu,
是
next to the big pagoda.
大家达克仁波切的一起
And Sakya Dakshan Rinpoche
许愿，收容一些比较贫困的
was built a Buddhist school to help the poor little monks for their education.
在
And your
是我
temple
的庙是达芒族的庙，
is the Tamang,
附近
the temple of the Tamang tribe is also nearby,
那个周围
next to the big pagoda.
佛堂旁边，那是车水马龙，空气很
Next to the big pagoda, they are very busy there. The air is polluted.
脏的地方，
Many people come and go. Very dirty place.
那边建这间寺庙的时候遇到很大的考验，
When I built the temple there, I encountered many obstructions and obstacles. So I prayed for Grandmaster's blessings at the big pagoda. And I saw the eyes on the pagoda that became Grandmaster's face, and I was crying right then and there.
那你请坐。
That's very good. Please be seated.
尼泊尔那边的所有的寺庙，
So all the temples in Nepal recognize him as a Rinpoche.
莲华生大士25个大弟子当中，其中
It's one of the 25 disciples of Guru Padmasambhava. What was his name?
回师尊他叫卡称陶吉王丘，也是在北马嘎当里面是一起作家
卡江
的父亲。
Pavithamcho, which is in Kadampa is the father of Ishijoga.
发的啊，
So Ishijoga's father.
他也看过师尊，
So he's also seen Grandmaster,
有一个人
Grandmaster's Dhamma body. And another person, when you just talk about eyes, somebody else saw Grandmaster's eyes.
那是将来的一个空心母，
It's the future Dakini.
就是他坐在这里嘛，
Is she seated here?
他是银之子的，银之子的有进来，
In the welcoming team. Is it in here?
看到师尊的眼睛，
She saw Grandmaster's eyes.
他是一个空心母，
She's a Dakini.
看到师尊。
She can see Grandmaster and several more from Singapore.
新加坡很多哎，
Many,
新加坡至少1个、2个、3个、4个，
at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
印尼的、
Indonesia, also several.
台湾的、
Taiwan,
香港的，
Hong Kong,
很多的，
many.
他们的这个灵性都非常高，非常高，可以
Their spiritual state is very high. They can see. And
光明路在那里，
Gao Minglu,
他也看过师尊的，
he's also seen Grandmaster. Give him the microphone.
我看过师尊很多次，
I've seen Grandmaster several times, many times.
在皈依的时候就
When I took refuge,
有一个意象，是不是？
uh,
写信皈依。
I had an experience. I wrote a letter.
第二天
After I sent the letter, the next morning in the Dhamma practice, there was a ray of light entering, golden light.
然后我整个人就
And my whole self
在地上，然后做一些
was lying on the ground and stretching,
然后
warming up.
起来打拳。
And then I would stand up and
他给我一个答案，
play the
我是说，我
Quan or exercise, and I ask the question, why am I like this? And the answer, this were the movements of the past life. I was a disciple from the Shaolin temple.
看到师尊的那个经过是
And
7遍那个
seeing, when I chanted 7 times of Drupada Sutra, on the 7th time, Grandmaster appeared in front of me, transparent,
我问了一个问题，
and I asked a question and also got an answer.
然后还有几次
And several times,
108拜那个
the first time
拜的时候，
I did the 108 prostrations,
也出现在前面，
and then I sat down and Grandmaster appearing in front of me and radiating light.
出现的师尊不是我平常
And the Grandmaster who appeared was not the Grandmaster that I usually visualize.
那个穿
It was the one on the wall,
露出右臂的那个，
the one showing the right shoulder.
是那个是生活中的从有一张那个照片，
There was a photo of the Trubhuda school lineage guru
右边的那张卡上，
wearing the Lama outfit with the bare right shoulder.
不过那个是10几年前刚皈依的时候。
That was over 10 years ago when I just took refuge. Oh, over 20 years ago when I just took refuge. Thank you.
那今天有人看到吗？
And today,
多尊的观世音菩
did
萨，
anybody see? There are so many Avalokitesvara Bodhisattvas and white Tara and green Tara and many Dakinis all descended together
在虚空之中。
in the sky.
所以我告诉大家重点了，我要开启
So let me tell you the key points to open the celestial eye. First,
的秘密。
you need to have the secret talismans for celestial eye. Second, the qi.
跟白度
And third is to have the yogic union with white Tara. When you fulfill these 3 requirements,
天眼绝对是可以。
then your celestial eye will definitely be open and you'll be able to
要
see.
修行，
So, spiritual cultivation of those with
打开自己
strong spiritual roots would naturally open the eye, the third eye, and see.
平时就有很多证人
So we have many witnesses
真的所谓的
who would
他了解
uh,
所了解的，都可以。
who would share what they understand or they experience. And this is also not
关于
something
修法方面，
rare.
会在299册
About the practice itself, it is in the book 299.
八旬老生笔记
I think it's the title is the records of the 80-year-old
回归心
monk. And then book 300 is returning to the cosmos.
是南山的飞花，
And then
飞花
the current book
10方面
is the
300
Flying Flowers of the South Mountain. It's a poem collection. That's book 301.
因为300本
And it would be slower for me to write
300本
to 301 because 300 books are enough. Especially book 300, I wrote many pith instructions and key formulas for samadhi in book 300.
你们买到的这个299册，里面有
If you buy book 299, there would be the White Tara, Celestial Eye Dharma, the key points, and the offerings are the 3 whites and 3 sweets, and then 7 white, clear, crystal, transparent crystal balls. So you need the fourfold life is for immeasurable bodhicitta generation. The praise, may all beings be liberated from the 6 realms, forever sever the cycle of birth and death, and ascend the Buddha crown. We only wish for the compassion of the great White Tara, to have celestial eye as desired, and the marvelous observation. May all beings equally receive blessings and have attainments. So you can write your own praises too. And then the praise for the White Tara is to deliver sentient beings to the other shore. And the key point is entering samadhi. And sometimes you have celestial eye, and then divine seeing, divine hearing, divine knowing, and then transcendent power of traveling. But the most important one is the transcendent power of complete outflow. And what is complete outflow? Is that the complete outflow of afflictions, that you have no more afflictions, you have no more attachments. So complete outflow of afflictions and attachments, then you will become a sage. No more afflictions. So if you have no afflictions, of course you're a sage, because humans always have afflictions. So if you practice until you have no more afflictions and no more attachments. So someone is afraid that, True Buddha schools maybe only lasts 1 generation, and the 2nd generation would be in charge by True Buddha Foundation. And then next, it would split into many different pieces, and then there are no more lineage holders of True Buddha school. It's okay, that's affinity. We are not afflicted by it. In reality, nothing exists. So what are you afflicted about? Before me, there was no True Buddha school. After me, if there is no True Buddha school, it's as it should be. Or if you want to maintain it, it's fine too. If you don't, just to let True Buddha school disperse, it's not related to me. I am not worried about it. As long as you have attainments in your spiritual practices, that's good enough. That's good. So I have no attachments now too. I don't care. I don't care about anything. Why? Because I have no attachments. So if I want to care, that means I still have concerns in my heart. So I practice until now that I reach the state of nothing to gain. I don't get anything, and I have no expectation. I don't wish for anything. Nothing. Whether there are many or few disciples, fine. Whether the school, the lineage will continue or not, is unrelated to me. True Buddha school did not exist and does not necessarily exist now in the future. And is even more so non-existent. So
让你知道
the 5 eyes and 6 transcendent powers is just to let you know, to encourage you.
大家
So teaching you this divine seeing is also to encourage all of you so that you're diligent in your practice.
我自己不用有
That's the key point.
荣耀我
I don't need any temple. I don't even want a temple.
将来我会出生在哪里
And where I would be born in the future,
的事，
that's the issue of the future. It's unrelated to me.
这样大家了解师尊的心脏。
Now you understand Grandmaster's heart and mind.
不要
No afflictions, don't have any attachments. These 2 key points are most important
最重要的。
in our spiritual cultivation. The most important thing is
不用替我烦
no big deal. Nothing matters. There's no need for you to worry about me.
连我这个我都不存在的。
Even this I or me are non-existent. What else do you want?
还有什么事要讲？
Is there anything else I should say?
现在那个这一场是属于西雅图雷藏寺的，西雅图雷藏寺寺
So this ceremony is organized by Seattle Lechang Temple. What else do you want Grandmaster
重
to
点
do?
已经讲了。
I have talked about all the key points.